Alright, so the Shy must be ending soon, or maybe we're going to get a new villain, because there's a few other people who stepped up to do to this episode. And of course, just like most movies and shows, you can't really have a show or a movie without the bad guy, without the antagonist, without the villain. So the Shy needs someone like a Duda, the same way Batman needs a Joker. So I'm very interested to see what's happening, because I don't know, man. I'm starting to get that prediction that maybe Duda might be out of here by the time we hit season finale. So we'll see, man. Hey, what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we are talking about the latest episode of The Shy. This is episode 3. I really enjoyed this episode. This episode mainly focused around the housewarming for Emmett and Keisha. But before we get into that, I really thought Emmett was going to do something dumb. You know, he's out there cleaning out the last bit of the apartment. Made a little joke about he feels like this is that one Will Smith episode when the whole place is just empty. And we even had, Tiff in there. They both just had this good energy. So I was just hoping that nobody was going to be, backslide to something. I mean, we got, Emmett doing good with the restaurant. You got Tiff in a better place. So I thought maybe we was going to get some type of weird, let's rekindle the flame energy. But I'm glad we didn't. So that was dope to see that, hey, it's just, we could just be friends and not have any type of sexual energy. At least that's what I'm still hoping. And I thought this episode was dope, man, for a lot of reasons, man. As I said, we definitely see that it's good vibes throughout this episode. Everybody is chilling. We have Jada just interrogating any good-looking guy she sees. Do you got a job? Are you single? Or are you even seeing anyone, period? And so, of course, she is just grilling people on behalf of Tracy. And Tracy ain't even asked her to do this. Like, it was one of those things was like, I understand if you already had a friend in mind for Tracy, but not you just interrogating people like it's a damn interview. But that was funny. I thought that was funny. We also definitely see when Victor and Duda, this has been a long time since they met up. It seems like a few seasons ago. And Victor even gave him a warning, like, hey, make sure you don't mess with whatever, all this success that's going on with Emmett. Don't bother that. So that was interesting. But of course, we definitely see Duda come in with the gun or with the gift. Let them know to open it upstairs. And of course, it's a gun. And we see that Darnell picks up on it. And I ain't gonna front, man. Like, I enjoyed what Darnell was saying towards the end of the episode. Like, when he confronted him after he stole the gun, he was like, hey, don't let this earpiece fool you. So apparently, Darnell, he got a gangster pass as well, I guess. So that might be interesting, man. So yeah, now the count's up to 3 people who ain't really scared to do it like that. You got Victor, you got Tracy, now we got Darnell, because you're clearly possibly jeopardizing something going on with his son Emmett. So I thought that was dope. As a father, you got to step up for your kid no matter how old he is. So I thought that was dope, man. And also I really did like some of, and once again, I should have gave a warning. I do jump around here and there. But I also did like the message that was kind of given toward the end of the episode. Keisha and Emmett both invited old friends to the housewarming and quickly realizes that they don't have anything in common anymore. Keisha's homegirl who's pregnant, asking about how much did this house cost, this and a third, just trying to fill her out in terms of what her bank account is looking like or something, and then you got Lamont, just trying to spit all this, all this player stuff in Emmett's ear and all this type of stuff. So definitely, I like that message because that is so true. You may still be fond of somebody as a friend, but sometimes the older you get, you just go in different directions, and there's nothing wrong with that, clearly. And I think another thing that was pretty good about this episode was just the importance of family, no matter how long you've been apart and reuniting. We definitely see Jamal, who is played by Vic Mitza. His words are finally starting to really hit home for for Lynae, letting them know like, hey man, you don't be dealing with these street dudes. It's going to end. This just will be bad for you. Of course, clearly referring to Bakari, and also Jamal is trying to do the responsible thing and wants to meet Bakari one day. But I really appreciate how Lynae is really starting to take heed to Jamal's word, and even told Bakari straight up, "Hey man, I can't be dating a street dude because I don't want to see you pass away, die, anything like that." You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking forward to that storyline as well. I don't think Jamal means any type of harm or threat to Bakari. I really think he's just trying to be a protective big brother. So I would love to see a few episodes down the road, Jamal and Bakari finally meet up. Speaking of street dudes, we definitely see Nuck. It's been so long. I almost forgot that Nuck was the main person responsible for why Keisha was abducted. So it was like 3 seasons ago, wasn't it, that Keisha got abducted, and now he comes around and finally apologizes. Which is good. I'm definitely happy to see that. But I really feel like, Nuck always had this, I don't care about anything attitude. That was definitely kind of a change to see Nuck, really open up like that and at least, give a heartfelt apology, But I also have another theory that I don't know, man. I think sometimes when you see someone else, glowing up or doing better in life, making some type of improvement in life, something about that kind of puts you on other people's radar. And I really feel like, Nuck is, in his housewarming, seeing this nice house. Of course, a lot of it maybe having to do with Duda, of course, and his connections. But still, you see Keisha upgrading. You see Keisha becoming a much more mature, person than what you remember a few seasons ago. And I really feel like Nuck is realizing that, and who knows, maybe even realizing the mistake that he made by disregarding her in that fact, or just not taking her for granted. And now you see that she's with someone who is treating her right. Now you want to apologize. So I do feel like it was heartfelt, but at the same time, I don't know if Keisha gets that apology if she was the same person who had that same personality a few seasons ago. That's just my opinion. And of course, we definitely see Victor, and it's finally having his girl move in with him. I'm trying to think, was there anything else, man? There's so much that went into this one episode, man. Yeah, I think that's really it, man. But once again, I am looking forward to seeing this development with Darnell. Once again, Darnell, Mr. Don't Let the Earpiece Fool You. I really want to see how that goes. So now my prediction is getting kind of crazy. Like I do start to. Now my prediction is getting a little crazy. Well, maybe not crazy, but I really do feel like we could see Duda's demise in this season from a number of people. Could it be Victor? Could it be Darnell? Could it be Tracy for some weird reason? Yeah, I really feel like the way this tension is building up, like Duda, it might be out of here. But once again, just like any show, either season 6 is the final season, or maybe we'll get a bigger, badder villain if Duda is out of here, and maybe that villain is Rob's mother, played by Lynn Whitfield. So we'll see, man. A lot of stuff went down this episode. Can't wait for the next one. Love it or hate it. That's my review. Peace.